Hello Gunners! In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the most fiercely contested rivalries in English football. Arsenal versus Tottenham. The derby against our biggest rival is a memorable occasion and, of course, a source of pride for us Gunners. The two London teams are responsible for a classic that has existed for over 100 years. Historic disputes, holidays, and even a star with a reputation as a Judas are some of the ingredients that make the match even more special in England. Watch now for a brief history of one of the biggest derbies in all of England. It all started in 1913, when Arsenal moved to North London to get closer to their fans, as Woolwich, the club's original location, was a difficult area to reach by train. That's when the Gunners went to the Highbury neighbourhood, located precisely in the area where Tottenham has been based since its founding until today. The move heated up the rivalry. On one side, Spurs fans say their team is the true North London club and call Arsenal fans gypsies. On the other hand, Arsenal fans consider their team to be more glorious and popular among the English, giving them the right to the territory. Before we continue, like and subscribe to the channel if you're a Gunner like us. The rivalry didn't stop there. In 1919, after the end of the First World War, the English First Division, now called the Premier League, opened up spots for two new clubs. Chelsea, who had been relegated, was one of the teams that remained in the elite. Tottenham, who finished last in the previous season, Barnsley, who had finished third in the Promotion League, and Arsenal, all wanted the other spot. After a vote by the league president at the time, Arsenal was admitted, with the justification that the club was more important. As a result, Spurs went down to the second division while the Gunners played in the top flight, further heating up the rivalry between their London fans. And it didn't stop there. In the midst of the Second World War, the British Air Force needed to use Highbury Stadium, Arsenal's home ground. As a result, Spurs loaned White Hart Lane to their rivals. During this period, from 1928 to 1950, Tottenham played in the English Second Division, while Arsenal played in the top flight. During this time, the Gunners won 6 national titles, with the opposing team's stadium as their home ground. To further increase the historical rivalry, both teams have established special holidays. The two clubs have commemorative dates related to the rivalry. Yes, believe it or not. Arsenal celebrates St. Totteringham's Day, which is the day in the season when Tottenham cannot mathematically finish above Arsenal in the English League table. On the other hand, Spurs fans call April 14th St. Hotspur, in honour of their 3-1 victory over Arsenal in the semi-finals of the 1991 FA Cup. Additionally, St. Hotspur Day was also celebrated on the same date, in 2010 when Tottenham beat Arsenal 2-1. In retrospect, Arsenal has the upper hand in the London derby. Of the 192 times Arsenal and Tottenham have faced each other, the Gunners have won 81 times, compared to Spurs' 61. In the other 51 opportunities, the match ended in a draw. This record demonstrates the greatness of the rivalry, which has always been one of the most fiercely contested and eagerly anticipated by fans of both teams and the general public. Another element that contributes to the intensity of this clash is the presence of historical players in both teams. At Arsenal, names such as Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira, Tony Adams, and Ian Wright made their mark and are still remembered by fans. Meanwhile, at Tottenham, players like Jimmy Greaves, Glenn Hoddle, Ossie Ardiles, and Gary Lineker are eternal idols of the fans. Additionally, the rivalry between Arsenal and Tottenham is marked by dramatic and unforgettable moments. One of the most iconic games was the historic match in which Arsenal beat Spurs 5-4 at White Hart Lane in the 13th round of the Premier League 2004-2005. Tottenham opened the scoring with Naibet, but in the second half, the Gunners equalised with Henry, and soon after, took the lead with Bisonitame. Vieira extended Arsenal's lead, but shortly after, Defoe scored for Spurs. Ljungberg scored for Arsenal and King for Tottenham, then Pires scored for the Gunners and Canuta for Spurs, ending the game 5-4 in favour of Arsenal. Another historic moment was Arsenal's 5-2 victory over Tottenham in November 2012, in a game marked by the brilliant performance of striker Theo Walcott, who scored 2 goals. This result marked the beginning of a series of positive results for Arsenal against Tottenham, which contributed to further increasing the rivalry between the two teams. In summary, the London derby between Arsenal and Tottenham is one of the most important and anticipated matches in English football. Regardless of the outcome, each match between these two football giants is always an unmissable spectacle for sports enthusiasts. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.